Well, hello, everyone. This is Michael Connolly, the director of Odyssey Training Center. And in today's video presentation, I wanted everyone to get a chance to meet Robin Oakes. Robin has been, well, I hired Robin 1 week after I started Odyssey, and that was in 1999. So Robin has been doing this for 25 years, and she knows so much, it's unbelievable. So Robin has been the Odyssey administrative assistant for 25 years, but more importantly, she's been the student registrar, and she is the person who is going to guide you through getting your CAC. So I'd like to introduce Robin. Hello, Robin.
Hello, Michael. How are you?
Good. So, 25 years is a pretty long time, Robin. What can you share a little bit about your experience working with Odyssey and the CAC program all those years?
Oh, I've seen so many changes. It's unbelievable. We've gone through two or three different certification requirements now. I believe we're on our third level of changes,
Yeah.
and I just love watching people succeed in this field.
Well, that's the thing I've really noticed over the years that part of the reason your passion for doing this work, that's why you've done it for so long. What do you like so much about helping the students?
I like knowing that once they get out into the field that they're going to be trained correctly and be able to follow the state laws, rules, and regulations the correct way, and we have quality counselors in the field.
Yeah, that's really important to you. And so, what are some of the things that you do to, that come up all the time that you help students with and direct them down the right path?
Well, I do the introduction class, which actually teaches everyone how to get their certification done correctly in the correct steps and the right way to do it so Dora doesn't have any issues accepting their exams or their applications.
Well, I want to give a little plug for that introduction class because you do it once a month and it's individualized. You sit down and you just work with each student. So tell me a little bit about what you cover. I've taken that class from you and it's amazing.
Well, when we first start off, I get everybody into our online site so they know how to use our online website right off the bat. They do their introduction forum in there, and that's where they get all their material. And then when I talk to them on the phone, it takes about a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay.
And I go over the level that they are applying for and find out exactly what their background is. So I know exactly what level to put them through. And then I go over all of the requirements in that level, how to document their work experience hours, how to do their exams at the end once they get the classes done, how to get registered through NADAC, and then how to get the application sent off to Dora in the correct way.
You know, I mean, the way you just described it, it sounds so simple, but the fact is, it's really pretty complicated. And I think what complicates it is every student has a different background, different
Yes.
experiences, different level of education. And how do you figure that? How do you figure out for each student what's the right path?
Well, I ask whether they have any education. If they don't have any education, then it's very simple. We start with the CAT. If they have a
Okay.
bachelor's degree, then we know that they still have to start with the CAT because the new rules in the state are is you have to get the CAT before you can get your CAS because the CAT is what makes you legal through the state to legally work the psychotherapy hours that are required for the CAS. And then for
Yes.
the LAC, then that's a totally different track because of them having a master's degree.
Yes. And one of the things I've noticed with some of my friends, peers who work in the field, who are LACs and CAC3s, or they don't even have CAC3s anymore, used to be CAC3s, is that, a lot of practitioners in the field who are really excellent counselors often don't really know the requirements for supervising CATs and CASs and really don't understand the process of how you actually get certified.
Correct. And that, unfortunately, I try to get everybody to understand that from the get-go, because once they become a supervisor, then they need to be able to explain to their trainees how to get supervised.
Yes. And so part of what happens is I think students come to Odyssey and maybe have a misunderstanding
Yeah,
sometimes of what's required. And that can be difficult because I think sometimes getting the CAC is more difficult and challenging than some of our students imagine before they start the process.
it can be, yes. And then there's times when it just falls right together and everything makes sense and it just goes just as smooth. But once you figure everything out, and I get everybody on the same page as to understanding how to get certified, they find out real quick that it falls and it flows very easily.
Well, that's what I've noticed over the many years of working with you is that you really focus on helping students make the right decisions so they don't make mistakes, so they don't have to retake a class or take a class they don't need, or to make sure that their work experience hours are actually documented the correct way so they get credit. Because
Correct.
it's so sad when we have a student who ends up not at the end thinking they're going to get certified and then something was screwed up and they didn't do it right.
Right. That's why I am here at all times for all students, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, no matter what, because of my registrar title.
Yes, well, it's much appreciated by myself because you've helped so many students. And of course, from students all over Colorado. You have really made the difference in helping them achieve their goal. And watching you do that has been really a big part of what has made Odyssey successful. So I really appreciate all the work and effort that you've put in over these years, Rob. And I have to
Thank
say,
you for that. I try my best because I look at it as if I can get people to succeed, then Odyssey's going to succeed.